Hi everyone, welcome to Inner Mind Talk Show. Trust you guys are doing very well. On today's episode of my show, we'll be looking at a very critical issue that has affected a lot of people and has scattered a lot of relationships. You know, one thing about my page or my show is that I talk a lot about relationship-related issues, right? So on today's episode, we'll be looking at the ways in which you can control your mouth and stop showcasing your wealth. You might think you're doing the right thing, but it's pissing a lot of people off. Okay, so we'll be talking about control your mouth and stop showcasing your wealth. Now, the advent of social media has made it possible for old schoolmates and colleagues in different professions to create WhatsApp group, create different social media group, where they come together and discuss. Sometimes they feel like meeting physically for what they call reunion. Now, why reunion is very, very important to build bond, okay? But people must be very careful on how they rate or how they associate with their old schoolmates whenever they meet. Now, when you go to meet your school reunion, when you go for your school reunion rather, you need to avoid asking your colleagues questions like, wow, why aren't you married? You don't have children? Really? Why? You're still renting an apartment? There are some silly questions you don't ask people. It irritates a lot of people, but you don't know. You might feel like you're just catching fun. It's not necessary, right? You mean you have not built your own house at this stage? Your priority might not be another person's priority. The fact that you have a house or you have a car might not be the individual's priority. His own priority might be something different from that of your priority, right? So stop showcasing your wealth. You be like, hello, let me remind you once again that it is a reunion. So it's not police interrogation. That's a complete total nonsense of show of wealth. It doesn't make sense. So stop showcasing your wealth at your old school mate reunion. It doesn't make sense. There are people who are more successful than you, right? Yet they don't show their wealth around. You were all at the same level when you guys were in school, either in high school or in secondary, in university level or whatever institutions you guys were together. Remember that you were in the same class, right? And the truth is that all of you will still be at the same level by the time you go to 6 feet under the ground. The reason why most people don't really succeed much is the fact that you want to put your hand in a place that is higher than you. For instance, you went for an old school reunion and you got to meet your old school friends, and some of them are telling you that they are staying in Maitama, they are staying in Asokoro, they are staying in Gwarempa, and you don't want to feel intimidated, whereas you're staying somewhere in Mararaba or Nyanya, and before you know, guys, you start sourcing for loan, to relocate to Maitama to be at the same pace with you don't know what they're doing. So you just need to take life easy, right? That don't be in a haste. Then secondly, please, let me re-emphasize, whenever you meet your old schoolmates, just make sure that you talk less about yourself. And the essence of old schoolmate reunion is to also help. Rather than helping someone, like you get to know that this individual is not doing well, right? And you're doing better. You are now in a position of authority, right? So all you need to do is to see how you can help the individual get to that level where you are. And don't downgrade the individual. Don't make the individual feel like he is struggling with life and is not making it, right? There are a lot of people going through depressions today because they are not meeting up, right? But you must know that you need to bring down your expectation. Don't put your expectation so high so that at the end of the day, maybe when something go the other way around, you don't go about committing suicide. Thank you guys for being part of my show, and God bless you exceedingly. Bye for now.